What's up, guys? B2 talking about some clicker heroes again. And after being diverted with a bunch of League of Legends games and a ton of searching for more games for us all to be involved with and play with, I did an adventure capitalist or adventure communist video, which is actually quite a hilarious game. I had a lot of fun with it yesterday, just learning it and goofing around with it, and that'll be one that we play idle in the background as well. It's very 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 cool. I recommend you guys download it and at least play with it if you've got a couple of hours to learn a new game. It's worth the download and the time invested. So, but without further ado, we are going to ascend again in Clicker Heroes. And I think this will be the 7th or 8th. I lost track of exactly how many ascensions. I've just kind of been doing them as I need to. And then, of course, coming back and filming every once in a while to keep everybody updated, to follow the series. So our clan is doing extremely well. We're on today's raid. I have finally reached a point where I can no longer kill it. I did the 603 to 604. That's pretty much me and a couple other guys. You can tell that I'm struggling to keep up with. So now it's going to be on these guys that are further up. Congratulations, Donus, up to rank 10k, Epic to 8, and high again. It's me and Fireball, both clicking past 5k with Fritz right on his tail. And of course, the Law down here looking to move as well. So we're gonna upgrade this. Let's get the old B here. That's the great thing about having an auto clicker, is that you can hit these without the fear of ruining your idle offline and see what you can get. Okay, we got some super hits there, some super clicks. So let's go ahead and do our ascension. I'm not gonna worry about the boss or two that we could kill, and we're gonna get started. At some point, it's just easier to move on. It's kind of like a bad relationship, right? It's just at some point you're not making progress. You just got to move on. You just got to ascend and get a new one, a new game, a new girl. So anyway, that's kind of our beginning that we always do. We respec into Tree Beast, and then we're sitting on 17.4 trillion souls. So we're doing decently. We're going to hit back up into Q and max out and have to transcend in no time. And I say this every time I ascend, but, do I, at this point, when do I transcend? When do I, how deep of a run do I make? Am I going to be able to get to Tsuchi this time? I'm tired of, being just off, just out of reach. It's so frustrating. So... but no big deal. We'll be able to get to him eventually. So let's take a look at our spec. I think that we need to invest in Solomon. He's only at 54k, whereas some of these other guys that we've been boosting, 200k in Juggernaut, 200k Argive. So yeah, this is a Solomon upgrade time. And look at that, man. We went from 25k to 300k. That is going to be a huge upgrade in Solomon. Huge, huge, huge. Now I'm going to leave these... No, I'm not going to leave those. Let's go ahead and push those out to something else as well. And I'm thinking Mimsy. Let's boost Mimsy up. Let's show Mimsy some love on the treasure chest side. I don't know why he's this low, honestly. It's embarrassing how he got that low. We're going to pump him up. Let's go ahead and pump up Mammon a little bit. Let's get him to 1 million, and then we'll put Mimsy at 1 million. And we're going to keep 4 trillion souls down here just in reserve. I don't see anything else that I want to... Let's see how far that moves. Let's do this until it moves. So 30. Let's get all these up to level 30 then. This should help us out tremendously to have these up to 30. Heckin' tier. I believe the only other ones that we can buy are ones that aren't going to make too huge of a difference, but we're going to check that out as well. Since we can get these to 30 and they barely move, we're going to... Ooh, 34. Yeah, let's go to 34. I always like how I make a mistake and then like, oh, that wasn't a bad mistake. So, let's go ahead and pump these all up. 34. Go. 34 to Bubos. 34 to Berserker. These are kind of cool. I don't really have time to hit all these. I don't actively play the game enough to really... push these the max on these cooldowns here for these buffs, but they're not bad to, if you play, if you walk by your computer, load them up, let them run, let them reset. I think that was 4. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4 to Kuma. And so we're down to 7. We're going to see if we can't push that. That's idle. We don't need an idle one. I don't know why. That's an idle one. Clickable rubies, yes. Celonis is idle. We don't need him. We'll go 34 on Sniperino. And then 34 on Vager. And this one's kind of cool because it makes these times like a lot less down here. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade all this stuff now, since we can pretty much upgrade out. Especially King Midas, who is your gold buff right here. These first 4, and I do this every time, but it's just so critical to hit that as soon as possible. It's not going to make a lick of difference really on your DPS. You're still going to one-shot everything, but it's just good to have him maxed out and making the most for you, basically. So reset our little guys here, and all right. So we're going to go back. We're going to buy in now, and we're going to update all these guys. So GG on that. Well, good game, guys. And let's see, can we... I think this one is Shinatobe, the Wind Deity. Yeah, so right there. This last update here will give us the reload. And that's important because, see this Dark Ritual, you're going to be able to energize. You're going to be able to hit it for 10% instead of 5, and then cooldown. So this can actually be done every 3 hours and 28 minutes. So if you're going for like, if you're going past level 4,000 and you're on about 2 of 6 or 2 of 7, like, you know, you got to hit 7 to progress to the next level, that would give you enough time to get another 10% increase. So it would be 10% plus your damage, and then the next 10% would be that total number plus 10%. So you see how that snowballs and spirals out and ends up with some big damage. You can do that 20 or 25 times per ascension too. So if you're going for a really deep level run, you're going to want to do that as quickly as possible and get these dark rituals spinning to get that damage up like as quickly as possible. So hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Welcome to the update, and I will talk to you guys. See ya. Holla.